Hey everyone, today I'm going to be talking to you about my tattoos. I'm going to answer the questions. There's a tag actually, I didn't know there was a tag. I was just going to do this video because it's been highly requested since I started making YouTube videos, so I finally got around to it. So I'm going to answer the questions, and then if you keep watching till the end, I will show you the pictures of my tattoos if that's something you're interested in. I think it'll be easier to just post like a slideshow of the pictures than to try to show you all the different parts of my body where my tattoos are at. So let's just jump right in. How many tattoos do you have is question number one. I have 10 tattoos currently. It changes as I continue to get tattoos, but I counted them and I have 10 right now. What's your favorite tattoo? This was a hard one because I love all of my tattoos. I really do. Obviously I put in a lot of thought for each of my tattoos. They all mean something to me. But I did pick one just for this tag. I had to pick. I chose my little heart on my wrist. It's just a black outline and it's colored in pink. I like it because it's cute and small and it's one of my most visible tattoos. That one and this one are ones that people see the most. So I see it very often, and just the symbolism behind it, I got it because a lot of my family members have breast cancer. I got it the day after I found out a certain family member had breast cancer, and it was kind of like an in remembrance of them and just to keep me aware of that sort of thing and that major part of my family. So that's one of my favorites, but I do love them all. How old were you when you got your first tattoo? I was 16. You have to be 18 in the US. I don't know, it might be different in other countries, I'm not sure. But if you have a parent with you to sign, which is what happened with me, my mom signed for me when I was 16 to get my first tattoo. She signed, I got a small little outline of a cross on my hip area. I'll show you a picture at the end. She signed for it for me. She's pretty laid back about that sort of thing. I paid for it by myself. I thought about it for a long time, and it was an important part of me. Religion is an important part of my life, so I did get that tattoo when I was 16. What do your parents think about your tattoos? As I said, they're very laid back. My stepdad has a tattoo. My mom does not have any tattoos, but they're very laid back people. You know, I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not, you know, affecting my life. It's not a major thing. It's something that's important to me. It's a hobby, I guess. It's a big part of my life, and they accept that, and they're fine with it. It's not a big deal to them. Does your boyfriend like your tattoos? I'm married, so my husband, Brian, at first he didn't. I'm not going to lie. When we first started dating, I had a couple, and I've gotten quite a few since we've been together and gotten married. But he's accepted them now. He's learned that it's not all about the image, that just because you have tattoos doesn't make you a certain type of person. I know a lot of people categorize people with tattoos into a certain area, I guess, and I think, he wasn't sure. But now he's accepted me. He knows me very well, and he understands that it's just important to me and that they're all important to me. And he even got his first tattoo with me, so he doesn't mind them now. Did you always have a love for tattoos, and what was your inspiration? I have always had a love for tattoos. I can't name my inspiration. I just thought it was interesting, intriguing that people did body art and found things important to them and put them on their body as a way to kind of symbolize that. And so I have always loved tattoos. They're all very important to me. Do you plan on getting more tattoos? I plan on getting a few more. I'm working on a quarter sleeve. It'll end right about here, so it's covered up by t-shirts generally and my scrubs at work. I can't, really have a lot of visible tattoos. But it's mainly finished. You'll see in my pictures I have a lot, but there's a few things just to kind of fill it in to make it look more complete. So I'm definitely going to finish that eventually. And I do want to get, I know one more tattoo, an idea someday. It could be a while down the road, but I do have one other idea that I want to get somewhere else on my body. But I'm sure I'll get, a few more tattoos. And let me see. Oh, my computer shut down. Okay. Which tattoo would you say was the most painful? On the top of my foot, I have some stars running up the top of my foot. I'll show you in a picture. That is painful. A lot of people will say that is a very painful area. And I had to get it done twice because the color started to fade, which is common with that area of your body. And the color didn't hold very well, so I had to get it done a second time, and now it looks fine. There is a small area that's faded by now because it's been 3 or 4 years since I got it done that second time. But it's very, very, very painful. By far, it was one of the most painful areas. Do you regret any of your tattoos? No, I do not. I love all my tattoos. I put a lot of time into all of them. They all have meaning behind them. right now I can't say that I regret any of them. They're all a part of me and I love them. What was your least painful tattoo? This one. And I know it seems weird. I think a lot of people might think this area would hurt, and I thought it was going to too, but I was laid back, so this bone was kind of moved up. It wasn't touching this area, because when I sit up you can see that it's right by this bone. And this is kind of like a fatty area, I guess, right up here. I didn't feel it. I really did not feel it. I'm not lying to you. And I'm not saying all tattoos you will not feel, because they are painful, but this one, out of all my 10 tattoos, was completely different. I did not feel that one at all. And then the last question is just, who would you like to tag? I don't have anyone specifically in mind who I'd want to tag, but anyone watching this video, you obviously have to have a tattoo, at least one, and you can do this video. It's fun. It's just to kind of show everyone your tattoos and explain your feelings about the tattoos that you have. So if you're watching, go ahead and do it. And post it below as a video response so I can watch it, or if you just want to comment, if you don't want to make a video, and tell me about your tattoos. I would love to read that. So keep on watching though if you want to see pictures of all of my tattoos. Bye guys.